a great Thanksgiving. Okay, can somebody tell me that they can see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, so there's a ton of ways to make CMAs these days, and I know some people are like, I used to use this program and now this program doesn't work and I don't know what to do. And so I know a lot of people that used to have a really good CMA are kind of still clunking around. I know a lot of people are like, I'm using this and this works for me and it's working great. And CMA is like one of the largest parts of our business. And so I really want to make sure you guys got it down, to make sure we know, how to have a very nice looking, presentation, because as we know, you got to be unique or you're weak. And the technology these days, everybody can do so many things, so we got to make sure that we, look very professional. So we were going to have myself and Nate and April all on today, but both April and Nate had to jump off and do, one's ill and the other one's an appointment. Um, but to be honest, I think it's better. I think it's better because I think we need a little bit more time in each of these programs for you to really see if it's something that you want, to do. And it might be you want to do a part of this and a part of that and a part of this, and you might find that lots of little pieces, or oh, this will work better for, houses that are going to be harder to comp. Oh, this might be easier for me to use when I'm just in a development. It might be easier to use a certain program, and you might, figure out, or you might find like, oh, this would be really great for my simple, easy, um, clients that want something short and sweet, and then this might be something that's got way more details and stats and information, and this one might be like where I need to convince somebody why they need to use Edina Realty, and why, know about all of our other tools and all kinds of things. So today I'm going to be talking about the Emma CMA, which is also formerly known as KV Core CMA. And but the biggest reason you want to explore different platforms is because there's a very variety of tools, and each platform has its own cool features, but and tailored insights to find what fits for you and also for your market. So, as I said, Nate is going to do, next week, and he's going to do CMA Pro from Edina Realty, and he's been using it, I guess, for years. And this these are like a couple items that each of the people said why they like the program that they're using. Nate likes the CMA Pro because it allows 5 different price, the algorithms. It allows for pricing, modifications. It has factors and appreciation, and you can put in a really nice price range, and it looks, very clear. April McGrone said she loves the RPR program because sellers are impressed with how professional it looks. It only takes minutes to make, and she can justify price. And she also uses it when she's justifying price, when making an offer, and that helps her because it doesn't take, very long to do. So she feels, and she just kind of has it down pat. So she's going to share all of those insights with you on December 19th. And then the reason I really like Emma is because it has all the marketing docs already there in one place. You can add your own pages, and when you add your pages, they look seamless in the presentation because they add like a little bit of a border on them to every page. It links easy to be able to send, and super different versions. Like sometimes somebody's like, "Oh my gosh, I know you emailed me that, but I really need it right now," and I can text it to them. And also, I like that the printed version is different than that it is different than the emailed version. So it looks like I did twice as much work when I bring them the printed version after I've already sent them one via email. So, making it your own, you definitely want to make sure your report is yours. I mean, make sure you have some branding on it. Make sure you're using local data, use your analysis, make sure your analysis is relevant. You want it to stand out, because, like I said, if you're not unique, you're weak. So we're going to just jump in and I'm going to do a little live demo. And I would love somebody to shout that it's working once I get into where we need to be. So I might as well go all the way back out and show you, make sure you know where the tab is. It's Emma, formerly known as KV Core, and I'm not sharing this, so it's right here. And then we're going to go in there and we are going to go down to marketing. And when you find the little marketing emblem on the side, you can click that. And then we are going to be into the listing machine. So we're going to come into present. All of your presentations are in present. If you want to know where that 30-second CMA builder is, it's right here. That also is a great way to say, are we in the same ballpark? Or are they way off? Or all kinds of things. So we are just waiting to get in here. And before we even get started, I'm going to show you right away how you add your own pages because I want you to know how to add your own pages because there's going to be things you're going to want to have your own data. You're going to want to have a really great, maybe a Canva front page that has, seller report on it or, whatever your, CMA or, comparable market analysis or whatever it is. So all you're going to do is you're going to come up to your presentation library and all you have to do is add a slide. So you can add all of your own slides, anything that you have that you already use, so that you can easily add them to your presentations. And they even have nice little formats here where you can add, content, you can add pictures, you can say text only, you can say, how many photos that you want to be able to put in there. You can just come down here and upload a presentation, which is just uploading a PDF. So that's what I'm going to do today is you can do a web version or a printed version. And let's do the web version. I'm going to just do the PDF version right now. Okay, so I'm going to jump up here and Shelby had sent me some nice. All right, here's a sheet, just the heels vendor list. We used this in our sales meeting the other day. But I just plopped that baby right in there and I want to say save and add to my library. And they're just saying the web version because you can add both of them so that you can use both of them. But and then the PDF view is there you go. But it will look very nice when it is all added. So we're going to say add to the library. We are good to go. And now we are going to go back and go into winning the listing. So we're going to do a full analysis and a CMA and all of those things. And we're going to start right here. We're going to pick an address. And there we go. Here right away, it's telling us we can change things that are incorrect. And um, if you know those things, then you can. All right, we're going to go to the comparable details. And right now it's showing me, okay, I'm going to show you this small little area, but you can come in here and you could do a range of, like bed counts. You can do say, you know what, I want to compare it to um, a few more, square footage. You can say, you know what, I want to change the year range. I think we should go 89 to 2024. Uh, you can even add your own MLS numbers. I will tell you, I use this program sometimes to find my comps, but most of the time, because I've been using the MLS for 18 years, I find it so much easier to find my comps inside the MLS, and then I just come plop those in here in boop, 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 and add those all, and then they'll just jump in there and auto populate automatically. But right now we're doing it where we're going to just pick some that are around us. So now I'm going to go to next and build the CMA. And then from here, we're going to see what they're saying for price and different things like that. And I can come in here and say, I'm going to enter my own price. I think it's worth 500. Let's just not 800. And we can add that. Or I could have put a range in there, which more normally I would definitely put a range, but I'm just being but and then it will show a little graph of like what I think it is. And I will be on the graph of like, here's some different comps, and then here's this. So obviously I'm way above, so probably more like 475, 450. But if I wanted to remove that, I could come in here and say 475. Or wait, 450 I was gonna do. It's always easier when somebody's not watching you. All right. So there I am. There's a range right there showing what I'm thinking. All these things just kind of populate into there for you. And you can save the CMA only, or you can create a presentation. So if you already have your own presentation book and you just are adding the CMA, you can easily just come in here and take just the CMA. But if you're like, wait a minute, I need to put in some marketing docs, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And over here, I will tell you, they're all in here. So if you don't want them, you're going to have to take them out. So if you want to say, well, why am I the right fit? You're going to come in here and you're going to choose your um, ones. You might say, okay, I don't need this one. And I don't need this one. And remember, less is more. You don't want to have like, but you might be like, oh, these people are going to be very interested in sell my home. Or all these people always go to our foundation event, so I bet they're going to want that. Quick buy might be a possibility for these guys. Oh, I don't think they're going to need to do anything to their house, so we won't need that. And I already know they're using Dyna Title because they always do. Um, and like, come in here and you can just pick and choose exactly what you want. And then if you're like, well, wait a minute, I want to have my vendor list in here as well. um, Remember, wherever you go is where it's going to pop in, but you can drag and drop, just FYI. So now I can come in here and pick slides for more things that I want to do.
So that's in addition to that list?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Is that
Yeah.
in addition to
So I'm
the
saying
list?
if I wanted to add my own slide like that one that I added at the very beginning, like I wanted to have the vendor
Okay.
list. I wanted
Got
to make sure that they had all my vendors in case they needed to do anything. I wanted to include that. I'd come here and I would just say, all right, I'm going to add this one. And I'm going to say add selected. And then that one is going to be in our presentation.
We'll do that first.
Don't think I picked it, maybe. Oh, there it is. It might not include it. Okay. Now it's included. And as you can see, you can tell, like, here's another one that says the ultimate guide to selling your home. One of my agents had put together. You can say, oh, yep, I'm going to include that one too, and then add selected slides. And now there's 25 slides, so they're in there. So now I'm going to look at it, what it looks like in a PDF format. And here's the custom. Oops. And then we'll just go to present. I'm not going to worry about what page it's on right now, but you obviously can change those around. But this is kind of what it looks like in a preview. They put this as the first page, so I'd have to move that obviously around. But, you know, it's in there, it has all that, and we'll be able to put it right into our transaction. And then it has all of these. And then what I love is it has this great presentation as a web version of this whole presentation, but you can, I don't want, I wanted to, and I can't go back. All right, well, oh, I can go right here. So, and if you're looking for where they are, you all of the ones that you do are down here and stored for you. So
We
then
lost the screen, Lisa. We only see
lost-
who's on.
Darn it. All right, let me share one more time. Okay. Right down here on this screen is where you'll find all the ones that you've done. And here is, we just were looking at the web version, and now you can look at the PDF version, and it goes the opposite way, and it changes it up a little bit. And you can see it looks a little bit different. So when you bring it to them, it looks like you have made a whole new packet for them. So if you sent it to them via email and then brought them something that you have printed out and in a booklet, it will look different, which is, I think, a huge plus because it just makes you look like you are a rock star. Anybody have any questions?
When you added that preferred vendors, it was in a PDF format. It must have been a flyer of some sort.
Yep.
But then you chose to show it as a PDF in the website. Is there some way to convert that, or do you have to start out in a Word document, or do you know how to do that?
Oh, on the Word, on the web. Actually, if you upload even a PDF on the web one, it will format to the web. I just only
Okay.
put it in there as a PDF.
Okay.
Yep. Anybody else?
Lisa, this is Terry. Did you
Yes.
say that when you go to the PDF format, it changes everything from landscape to portrait?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. That's good to know. Thanks.
Yep. So when it's a PDF printed version, it goes to portrait, and when it goes from web, it goes as landscape, and it changes, like the colors change a little bit and the format of the lettering and everything. So it really looks like you've made two presentations even though you've only made one.
Lisa, this
Yes.
is Kat.
Hello.
So when you put the vendor list in there, you had it as in portrait. So if you
Yes.
were to see that in the web version, would it leave it
Here,
portrait? Would it cut part of it off?
let me pull it up for you. Let's try it. Okay, so it does not, it will make it smaller, but it will, so you would need to make it, I'm gonna just. Yeah, so this is how it would look.
Aha, thank you.
Yep. So we would need to make it into a landscape when you upload. I mean, it wouldn't be terrible, but it would look better if it was.
Good idea. That's a
Great
good
idea. Yeah.
trusted vendors.
Anybody else?
On your square foot living area, is that including finished square feet in a basement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lisa, this is
Anybody else?
Brad. I had one more question. Do you show us how to rearrange the, the slides or the PDF or whatever it is,
Sure.
in the program? Wasn't sure how you did that.
Let me, are you guys still following me?
Yes.
Perfect. See if I can just go. I want to go back and work on it. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go into, we've already done this. So you just take it and you drag it, like if you want to bring it down. See how I'm moving that one?
Yes, I do. Thanks.
Yeah. Anybody else? Excellent. All right. Well, like I said, Nate's going to be doing CMA Pro next week. And then April McGrone is going to do RPR the following week. So hopefully you guys can take some tidbits. And a couple of those that I was showing you too are ones that my agents had made for their cover pages, which I highly recommend, like making something that is, I mean, to be honest, I think that this is fine and it will work just fine. But if you had a nice cover page that, was more detailed, maybe even had some of your, your picture and branding on it, I just think it looks much more exciting. So that would be an excellent page for you to upload. That's why I wanted to make sure you knew how to upload those pages. And I will tell you too, if you do have a format and you're like, okay, I I have this. I've had this for 50 years and I love this thing and this is exactly what I want, but I can't now get it to fit in this landscape or whatever. That is something that our marketing coordinators can definitely do for you. So, in those marketing coordinators, you guys, I mean, they can do more than just Canva, but they can help you with those kind of tasks to make sure you have the best presentations and making templates and like things like that so that you are just, kind of plug and go. Any other questions? All right. Well, I hope you guys grabbed one little nugget, and I hope you can grab a little nugget from next week and the following week as well. As always, you know how to reach any of us. Reach out, and we would be happy to help you. Have a great day.
Lisa.
Thanks, Lisa. Great presentation.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Lisa.
Lisa.